Hamjambo, jina langu ni Abdul Karim. Karibuni tena kwa Kiswahili with Abdul Karim. Leo tunajifunza kuhusu vivumishi vya pekee tena. Lakini wakati huu tutajifunza kuhusu sehemu ya enye na enyewe. Sawa? Enye na enyewe. We are talking about the unique adjectives in Swahili. We have this enye and enyewe. Enye and enyewe. So before we continue with this lesson, kindly, if you are new on this channel, click the subscribe button. If you're learning Swahili, click the subscribe button so that you don't miss any video that I will upload, and you'll be enjoying learning Swahili. Sawa? My English it wants to confuse me. Okay, so let's get started. Sawa? Enye and enyewe. These two words, they shouldn't confuse you. The first one, enye, it means the one that has. It is used as an adjective to mean the one that has, okay, or the one that contains something. Sawa? Here, enyewe, it means itself, okay, itself, himself, herself, you know. But for this class, or for this lesson, we're just going to talk about the Mua class, which is animate class, you know, animate class. For this, how this agrees. And we will start with the first part of this lesson, which we'll be talking about enye. Enye is the one that has, okay? Enye. We will see what to add, which prefix do you add to show that something that has. So when you're using this enye, you have to, before you use it, after enye, what comes there should be a noun or a verb in infinitive form. Sawa? Let's see. Enye, the one that has. In singular form, what we add here for this class more, we add mw. And in the previous lesson, I just told you, if it's e here, what we add is mw, and here is mw. It become mwenye. Sawa? Mwenye. When you say mwenye, it shows that when you just hear mwenye, it means that the person being mentioned or the thing being mentioned, it has something or it possesses something. So, now for instance, me, Mwalimu mwenye nywele fupi, a teacher with short hair. Mwalimu mwenye nywele fupi, teacher with short hair. Mwalimu mwenye chaki nyeupe. Mwalimu mwenye chaki nyeupe, a teacher with white chalk. Sawa. Mwalimu mwenye chaki nyeupe. Mwalimu mwenye ubao mkubwa. Mwalimu mwenye ubao mkubwa, a teacher with a big board. Sawa, this is board, blackboard, ubao. Mwalimu mwenye kalamu ya buluu. Mwalimu mwenye kalamu ya buluu, a teacher with a blue pen. Sawa? Blue pen. Mwalimu mwenye kipakatalishi kizuri. It's very dusty. Kina vumbi nyingi. Mwalimu mwenye kipakatalishi kizuri, a teacher with a nice laptop. Mwalimu mwenye akili, a teacher with brains. Sawa? Mwalimu mwenye akili. Okay, I'm not boasting. This is just for the lesson. Sawa? Okay. In singular form, we say mwe. We add this mw. That is in singular form. And in plural form, we add w here. So it becomes wenye. Sawa? Let's have the examples. Moja. Mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. Mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. Hardworking student. Bidii it means hard work, bidii, hard work. Sawa, bidii. Mwenye bidii. In English we just say a student with hard work, but actually it is hardworking student. Mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. In plural form, what do we say? Wanafunzi wenye bidii. Wanafunzi wenye bidii. Wanafunzi wenye bidii, hardworking students. These just examples. You can add other types of words to make a complete sentence. For example, here, if you want to use this sentence like this one, mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. You know, when you say mwanafunzi mwenye bidii, maybe it sounds incomplete. Just say, imagine you just say hardworking student. What does it mean? What has the student done? You know, if you want to complete this, just a structure, you know, how you can add other words, like you can say yeye ni mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. Sawa? He or she is a hardworking student. Sawa? You can say, you can tell yourself, you can tell me, you can write in the comment section, you are a hardworking student, and it is true you are a hardworking student. Say, mimi ni mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. If you're not a student, you're a person, you're a teacher, a driver, you know, say teacher. If you're a teacher, mimi ni mwalimu mwenye bidii. If you're a student, mimi ni mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. Driver, mimi ni dereva mwenye bidii. Mimi ni dereva mwenye bidii. If you are a worker or you're working something, you are working, you know, mimi ni mfanyakazi mwenye bidii. Now, if you are writing a resume or CV, you have to write there mwenye bidii, hardworking. Sawa, mwenye bidii. Sawa, wewe ni mtu mwenye bidii. Nambari ya pili, mtoto. Mtoto mwenye heshima. Mtoto mwenye heshima. Mtoto mwenye heshima. Respectful child. Mtoto mwenye heshima. This can be directly translated as a child with respect. Yeah, a child with respect. Respectful child. Mtoto mwenye heshima. In plural form, watoto wenye heshima. Sawa? Watoto wenye heshima. A respectful children. Sawa? Watoto wenye heshima. You can say, huyu ni mtoto mwenye heshima. This is a child with respect. Mtoto mwenye heshima. This mwenye, wenye, and this mwenye or wenye in plural form can be used just to show that something possesses something. Okay, so it's used with if here is mwenye, then this should be a noun or a verb in infinitive form. When I say infinitive form, let's use the verb soma. Soma is not in infinitive form, but kusoma is infinitive form. Mtoto mwenye kusoma, a reading child. Mtoto mwenye kusoma, a reading child. Mtoto mwenye kulala, a sleeping child. A child with sleep, yani he likes sleeping. Mtoto mwenye kulala sana. Mtoto mwenye kulala sana, a child with who sleeps a lot or who is sleeping a lot. Mtoto mwenye kulala sana. Okay. Let's go ahead. I think these two examples just enough. And I illustrated other examples before. You know, what we need to do here next is we want to see how we can negate this enye. How do we negate this enye? I'll give you an example, but not in this class. Okay, but this example is famous. Most students who are learning Swahili, they know it. It's related with tea. Tea with milk or coffee with milk, coffee without milk. When it's tea with milk, we say chai yenye maziwa. Chai yenye maziwa. That is for another class. Chai yenye maziwa. Chai, sawa? Chai, that is the NN class. Chai yenye maziwa. Sawa? Chai yenye maziwa. Tea with milk. If it's tea without milk, I'll say chai isiyo na maziwa. Chai isiyo na maziwa. Or chai bila maziwa. Bila means without. Just the word bila, without. When you say alinipiga bila huruma, he hit me without mercy. Without mercy. He beat me without mercy. Anacheza bila huruma. He's playing without mercy. He's just playing. He doesn't care. Bila, without. Isiyo na, also without. Now we will learn how to use isiyo na. In this class, we just don't say isiyo. So we have other words we can say, but the same structure, but some prefixes or suffixes can change. So let's negate these sentences, okay? The first sentence, I just don't want to forget. Mimi ni mwalimu mwenye kusahau. I am a forgetful teacher. Hapana. Mimi si mwalimu mwenye kusahau. Mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. Mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. I don't need to erase this one. I just have to erase specific parts. Okay. Mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. If we want to negate, we will say. So here, this another part is negations. Huh? Negation. Mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. Mwanafunzi mwenye bidii. I'll say mwanafunzi asiye na bidii. Mwanafunzi asiye na bidii. A student without hard work. Mwanafunzi asiye na bidii. Sipendi mwanafunzi asiye na bidii. I don't like a lazy student or a student who is not hardworking. So, mwanafunzi asiye na bidii, we have another word, just one word for it. They say mvivu. Mvivu, sawa? Mvivu is lazy. So instead of saying mwanafunzi asiye na bidii, you can just use this word and say mwanafunzi mvivu. Sawa, mwanafunzi mvivu. The plural form here, wanafunzi wasio na bidii. Wanafunzi wasio na bidii. Students without hard work. So this is how it becomes the plural, and you want to say the negative sentence for this one. Sawa, wanafunzi wasio. Mtoto mwenye heshima. If you want to say the child without respect. Mtoto mwenye heshima. Mtoto asiye na heshima. Mtoto asiye na heshima. Sawa? Mtoto asiye na heshima. Watoto wenye heshima. Watoto wasio na heshima. Sawa? Watoto wasio na heshima. Also, it's grammatically correct to use bila here. Mwanafunzi asiye na bidii, mwanafunzi bila bidii. Wanafunzi wasio na bidii, wanafunzi bila. Hawa ni wanafunzi bila bidii. You can also say, but the most commonly used, wasio na bidii or wavivu. So here we have another one word. If it's mvivu here is wavivu. Wavivu. We have this word mvivu. And we have this word mvuvi. This one means a lazy person. Mvivu. Mtu mvivu. This one means a fisherman. Someone who fish. Fisherman, mvuvi. So some students actually they confuse This one with this one. When they want to say my father is a fisherman, they say my father, baba yangu. They say baba yangu ni mvivu. They mean my father is fisherman, so they say baba yangu ni mvivu instead of saying baba yangu ni mvuvi. Okay, mvuvi. So yes. Now what you go ahead exercise. Zoezi. I want you to write this in the comment section. This one. Let's translate into Swahili, okay? Translate into Swahili. I want you to translate this into Swahili. The first one is a person with a big house. The second one, people without big houses. Sawa? People without big houses. Let's see if you understood this lesson for this part. Next part, we will do enyewe. Enyewe, sawa? Those are the prefixes that we will be adding here. Okay. This enyewe, I say it means itself. It has two uses actually. It has two uses. The first use is, it is used to introduce something. You know? You introduce something. Or you're referring to something that you're talking about. Second one is it is used to show that something was done or someone did something without any help without the help of any other person. He did it himself, herself, you know. We'll see this one, but let's see the example one. I want to use the example one on the second case that I just mentioned. I'll put that one as an example one. Moja. Mfano. Mtoto alikula mwenyewe. Mtoto alikula mwenyewe. The child ate by itself, you know. The child ate by itself. Mtoto alikula mwenyewe without the help of any other person. Without the help of any person. Mtoto alikula mwenyewe. In plural form would be, you can guess in plural form, these are just way. Or be. Watoto walikula wenyewe. Children ate by themselves. Without the help of any other person. They just ate by themselves. Watoto walikula wenyewe. Sawa? Watoto walikula wenyewe. Then, maybe there was someone who was supposed to be supervising the kids while they were eating, but this time there was no person supervising them, so they just ate by themselves. You say watoto walikula wenyewe. You can also say by yourself, like one of my Swahili students, Maria, she says, nilijifunza Kiswahili mwenyewe. Nilijifunza Kiswahili mwenyewe. Can you imagine the sentence? Yeah? She's my student and she say, nilijifunza Kiswahili mwenyewe. Sawa, okay. Sawa. Wewe ulipika mwenyewe. Wewe ulipika mwenyewe. You cooked by yourself without the help of any other person. Or it can also mean you cooked without being told. Ulipika mwenyewe. Nobody told you to cook, but you just went ahead and cook by yourself, okay? Part B. Nyinyi. Nyinyi mlipika wenyewe. Nyinyi mlipika wenyewe. You cooked by yourselves. Nyinyi mlipika wenyewe. Sawa? Without the help of any other person, you just cooked. Or without being told, you just cooked. Sawa? Okay. In this part, when you want to give any negative part of this sentence, you just negate the verbs here. Mtoto alikula mwenyewe. Mtoto hakula mwenyewe. Mtoto hakula mwenyewe. Watoto walikula wenyewe. Watoto hawakula wenyewe. Wewe ulipika mwenyewe. Wewe hukupika mwenyewe. Nyinyi mlipika wenyewe. Nyinyi hamkupika wenyewe. Sawa? The video or the lessons about negation, actually I did the lesson about negation just in the video section. I also put the link in the comment, the description. I will actually put the link in the description section. I will put the link in the description section for the negation of the verbs so that you can also watch that video and learn how to negate Swahili verbs, okay? This was the first part of the use of this enyewe to show something done by itself or herself, and it just by itself without the help of any other person, okay? Welcome to the second use of enyewe, and this one, it's used to introduce something or to state something that was being referred to. Let's check or let's consider these examples. Here, enyewe is used to refer to something that we've mentioned before or the one that we are talking about, or it introduces something. In this case, mtoto mwenyewe alikula. This sentence is different from the previous one where mwenyewe came last. Mtoto alikula mwenyewe, the child ate by himself or herself or itself, but here mtoto mwenyewe alikula. It means that we have been talking about this child, and the child that we have been talking about ate. Mtoto mwenyewe alikula. Watoto wenyewe walikula. It implies that we have been talking about these kids, you know, and then these kids also ate. Watoto wenyewe walikula. It's not that I want to say also, but also is not here. But these kids that we have been talking about them previously, they ate. Watoto wenyewe walikula. So, two, mtoto mwenyewe ni huyu. Let me not use mtoto. Two, dereva mwenyewe ni huyu. Dereva mwenyewe ni huyu. Dereva mwenyewe ni huyu. Here, actually, it implies the driver that we are talking about is this. Dereva mwenyewe ni huyu. The driver himself is this one. Dereva mwenyewe ni huyu. Maybe we have been talking about this driver, you know, he has escaped. Then we see him again. Then we can say dereva mwenyewe ni huyu. Dereva mwenyewe ni huyu. So, this driver, when you say dereva mwenyewe ni huyu, it implies the driver has done something that we are talking about. And in this case, we are referring to him again. Dereva mwenyewe ni huyu. So, in plural form, madereva wenyewe ni hawa. Madereva wenyewe ni hawa. The driver themselves are here. Or are this, not are here, are this. Okay, madereva wenyewe ni hawa. Mwalimu anatufundisha Kiswahili. The teacher is teaching us Swahili. This is the first part. We have just talked about this teacher, okay? Mwalimu anatufundisha Kiswahili. Then in the next sentence, in the next part, we can say mwalimu mwenyewe anatoka Kenya. Mwalimu mwenyewe anatoka Kenya. The teacher himself is from Kenya. Which teacher? The teacher that we have just talked about, okay? The one that we just say that he's teaching us Swahili. The teacher himself is from Kenya. Mwalimu Mwalimu mwenyewe anatoka Kenya. Okay? Mwalimu mwenyewe anatoka Kenya. Mwalimu anatufundisha Kiswahili. Mwalimu mwenyewe anatoka Kenya. The teacher is teaching us Swahili. The teacher himself, or the one that we have just talked about, is from Kenya. Okay? For example, maybe your children are playing and one child hit another. Then as a parent, if you saw this kid hitting another kid, then you want to report, the kid escaped. Then when he came back, you have talked about this kid hitting another kid, then you can say, Mtoto mwenyewe ni huyu. The child himself is this one. The one that hit the child, the kid, is this one. Mtoto mwenyewe ni huyu. Sawa? Or walimu wanatufundisha Kiswahili. The teachers are teaching us Swahili. Walimu wenyewe wanatoka Kenya. Okay, for this one I'll give you one assignment. You just write in the comment section. I want you to translate this sentence into Swahili. Sawa? Okay, are you ready? Uko tayari? Uko tayari? The student passed the exam. The student passed the exam. The student himself is Jack. Sawa? The student passed exam. The student himself is Jack. First part. The second part, the students passed the exam. Plural form. The students passed the exams. The students themselves are Jack and Juma. I traveled to Kenya by myself. I traveled to Kenya by myself. And say, we traveled to Kenya by ourselves. We traveled to Kenya by ourselves. Okay? The verb for travel is safiri. Sawa? Safiri. The infinitive form of safiri is kusafiri. Sawa? Asanteni sana. Kwaherini, kuwa na wakati mwema. Sawa?